MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Game 1 of this 4-game set straight ahead between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the New York Mets. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Steven Matz, a left-hander from New York State, is the starter on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
In now, Kevin Newman. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Okay, sorry about that. I started this off with my headset not plugged in. But here are the lineups for tonight's game. Rosario, shortstop. Nimmo, Cespedes, Alonso, Conforto. Ramos, batting number 6. Mcneil, and then Davis, who's been slumping as of late. He's down number 8 spot. Steven Matz on the mound. Chris Archer for the Pirates. And there's the lineup. Newman, Frazier, Reynolds, Bell, Moran, Riddle, Stallings, and Dyson. All right.
First pitch on its way. Is put in play to the right side of the infield.
Jesus.
Scooped up. Throw not in time, so he's able to beat one out here to kick off the ball game. And
what
now
a great
it looks
start.
like they want some time to review that one here, so they'll check with their replay
I
guys.
misplayed it a little
The call
bit.
on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang
God,
play,
geez.
and tough
Of course
for
I'm
us to
challenging
tell at
that.
full
He's
speed.
out.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure.
And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to a final decision.
It's not even close.
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here.
Look,
Is
the
there
ball is
enough
in his
video
glove
evidence to
for
overturn this call? You know,
a long
I think
time.
there is. The shot right there.
Okay, umpires look ready, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and it ends up being a well-used challenge there.
Upon video review, the call of safe at first base has been overturned, and the batter rules out.
Well, interesting start of the game. Just one pitch. By the way, you can see the Mets are wearing, because it's a Friday night home game. I'm just making that a thing this year. They're wearing another throwback uniform. This is the 1998 home white uniform.
So here's Adam Frazier. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. Lifetime numbers against Steven Matz. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. The windup and the 0-1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Frazier is known to have an incredible ability to make contact when he swings the bat, becoming a rare thing to see him swing and miss, leading many people to marvel at his apparent hand-eye capabilities. Especially in today's game with such a high strikeout rate out there, he's becoming more of a rare talent.
Yeah, I just don't think he's trying to do too much. He gets himself into good hitters' counts and tries to hit it right back off the pitcher's hat.
Two and 2 to Adam Frazier. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
You know, D-Row, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times, his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
Davis is over now, and he's got it for route number 2.
Batting third, the center fielder, number 10, Brian Reynolds.
Up next for the Buccos, Brian Reynolds. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And the pitch. Hot shot on the ground is short. Rosario brings
right
it
at
in.
him.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Pirates. And now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Chris Archer will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Chris Archer, one of the premier pitchers in baseball. When he's good, he's nearly unhittable. Great fastball with movement. Slider probably his best pitch, and the changeup has been much better recently. If Chris Archer brings his A game, it's going to be a long night for the hitters.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now here's the pitch.
1-0.
Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight.
Matz.
They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
So the Pirates
Matty, I hope the
are
opposition
20
knows
and
what it's got
22.
coming to them today. Game 1
they're
of their
in
road
fourth
trip
place.
right now. 6-2 on their homestand. They're on fire their last 8 games and playing with a ton of confidence.
1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. Two balls and a strike to Ahmed Rosario.
Well,
Yeah.
we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't
he
that
did get
pretty.
a haircut.
But hey, I give him credit. He's really
I
working
saw the
the count
pictures
right here.
with him with much longer hair.
Heading out towards shallow right. Chasing after it is Dyson. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Batting second, the center fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Next for the Mets, Brandon Nimmo. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Nimmo, a rare Wyoming native, who was selected in the first round back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't.
High fly ball out to deep right field.
You got a lot of that one.
Back is Dyson on the warning track.
Oh!
Makes the catch.
Well, he had to track
You're
that
kidding
one for
me.
a long time, and he did so while looking back over his shoulder. Not an easy play by any means, but they practice these all the time.
Dyson, the vacuum cleaner there in right field.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the big RBI-minded bat of Yoenis Cespedes.
What a play.
First offering on its way. Cold strike at the letters, 0-1.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
Yeah, the uniform reminds you of Todd Pratt. Yeah, it's from that era.
0-1, here
But
it
really,
comes.
Let's see if he
Yeah,
tries
I
to
was
climb
thinking
the
that
ladder
Willie
right here,
Mays.
change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
Willie Mays catch. Mets with black on their
The
uniforms
windup,
here.
here
They haven't
comes
had
the
black on the
0-2
uniform
pitch.
for a good 15 years or so.
And a check swing. Did he go around?
Maybe more.
No, says the first base
Actually,
umpire. It's ball 1.
I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe it's less than that.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. We are still scoreless. New inning set to get underway, and digging into bat next, the big bat of Josh Bell.
Big bat, they say. Let's take a look at his. Let's take a look at his numbers from last year. Oh, it doesn't have it. How do I? I can't look at it. Oh well.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike. Ball in.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at bat, starting right now.
3-0 to him now. Here it comes. Here's a little chopper up the middle.
Come on, come on.
Reined in. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
That is good. The third baseman.
I'll take it on a 3-0 count. Get the out. It's great.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Colin Moran. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Hey, this offense is going to have to change their mindset. If they're going to get swing and misses on that slider, you know he's going to go to that well. They are going to have to be willing to take the ball the other way and stay back on that heater, or they are not going to recognize that pitch.
And he'll step on first himself for the out. Digging in now, JT Riddle. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Hard ground ball to third. Oh, he makes the stop. It's there, and he's out. They call it the hot corner for a reason, and this is a beauty to take us to break.
Nice play.
More in a moment on this Friday night. You're watching MLB Network. Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso, set to lead off the home half of the second.
Alonso.
First pitch on its way. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1.
You watching on your phone again, or do you have it on the TV?
A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Thank you.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch
So 37
like that to this
home runs
guy,
last
that's
year
right
for
where you
Bell.
want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Should put it on the TV.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. The 3-2 pitch. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And the Mets have something going with nobody out. It's a leadoff double.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
Coming to the plate now, Michael Conforto. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Not close. It's 2-0.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear they don't want to challenge this guy right here, but working around a guy can come back to bite you at times.
Alonso leads off second with nobody out. Too high, and it's 3-0. Archer has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games. The kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs some rest because he tends to eat up innings all by himself. Pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Newman fields it cleanly. And there's one down now.
Batting fifth, the catcher.
Next up from New York, Wilson Ramos. And you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And no one can get there. He'll try it again.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
0-2, here it comes. Check swing, and he went around, says the home
Are
plate
you
umpire.
kidding?
No appeal needed, and there are two away.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1.
It's a bad
Basically,
call.
you need a hit, or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Jeff Mcneil will be the next to take a turn, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch. It's strike one. 276 the average coming in for him. 9 homers and 15 RBIs. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2.
This guy has a wide
Boy,
strike
this is
zone.
one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
No balls, 2 strikes. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
A 1-2 pitch. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2 and 2. Two and 2. Here it is.
3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
And now in advance of a big 3-2 pitch, time is called at the plate as he'll press the reset button. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Throw on to Bell at first, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young. Into the box, Jacob Stallings. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
One of the toughest pitches they hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
There's Dyson who made that great catch earlier.
Here's Gerard Dyson. Fouled away. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Third inning, no score to this point. To third. Davis grabs it cleanly. And there's out number 2.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Chris Archer.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And the pitcher scheduled to bat next. That'll bring up Chris Archer. And a sinker misses here. No, a called strike. I take that back. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
Pirates pitcher at the plate with a 1-2 count.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2. And if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Shit.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Get
Into
this
the
guy
windup,
out
ready
here.
with the payoff pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side.
Okay.
And Mcneil will put it away
Thought it was
to
a
retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Bottom of the inning now, and set to go as the third baseman, J.D. Davis.
The third baseman, J.D. Davis.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. So far this season, Davis has a batting line residing in the 290s, looking to boost that even higher here. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Good pitch to hit there. outside.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Maybe getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out and asks for time. Here now the 2-2. Is looked at and the count moves full.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
And before the big 3-2 pitch, time is called at home plate. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Well, when you go with the slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
The pitcher, Steven Matz, steps up to the plate.
Still
in a
batting
sacrifice
0.
Situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Now a throw over to first. From the stretch. Now a bunt attempt here. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's
finally got a bunt down.
Sacrifice.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and up next will be the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario. He's set and the pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. From the stretch.
Hey, that's up the middle.
And that's through into center field, base hit. He'll come home with it. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
All right.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
So here's Brandon Nimmo as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. One and 0 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Don't get jumpy.
Broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
1-1 is taken for strike 2.
This guy Stallings has a good arm, though. Last I checked. And I'm not very good at stealing. I'm going to do it anyway.
He's running. Pitch inside. The throw.
I shouldn't have done it.
Is there, and he's out trying to take second.
Wow, that's a big-time throw.
I'm terrible
right
at
there.
stealing.
It's a tall task to throw him out stealing a bag, but he got rid of it quickly, and it was a good job down there applying the quick tag.
Terrible
They'll
at it.
have
I
to
should
feel
just stop
good
trying.
about that.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
And that's low, ball 4. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
The left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes.
From the stretch. High fly ball out to straightaway center.
Damn.
Reynolds has it for out number 3. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Mets lead. Settling in now, Kevin Newman, as we begin the top of the 4th.
Kevin Newman.
Here's the first pitch to him. Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Nimmo in pursuit. Woo. He's there and records the first down.
Hit.
Now batting.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. Down the first baseline. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Okay.
Now batting. The center fielder, Brian Reynolds.
So digging in now, Brian Reynolds. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1, 2, 3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
A ball and a strike. And here's a pitch swung on and grounded toward Rosario at short. Throw to first in plenty of time,
Nice.
and the side is retired.
Easy inning.
Down in order go the Pirates. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score.
Nice hair.
Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Gotta put some more runs on the board here.
And up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. First offering on its way.
Nope. Ball 1.
Now the 1-0.
MVP chance.
It's a fastball that misses.
Low.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Now the 2-0.
That's ball 3.
Kind of frustrating as a pitcher when you start an inning off with 3 straight balls like he has here in the 4th. Makes you start wondering what's going on.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
So stepping in, Michael Conforto. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
1-0 the count.
Archer not liking that call. I don't blame him. He just tilted his head back and said, wow.
And it's fouled away. A runner at first with no outs here. Ripped down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. From the stretch. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
It's a 1-2.
A swing by Conforto. And
Hey, yeah!
right. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases.
Hold
and
up.
They've really got something going here.
Stop
Runners
sign
at
is
second
on.
and third to start the inning.
Very nice.
Left his bat. I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. So go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Hit well on the ground to first. Bell picks it up and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Come on.
Now back.
So here's Jeff Mcneil. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Ah, scared.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. J.D. Davis the next to bat. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one.
Let's find something elevated.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
1-0.
And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
And 2-0 now as this misses below the knee.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count. Not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Ooh. Take a quick break here.
And obviously a big spot here with the bases loaded.
Step out.
So step out to rethink things.
Hey, make sure that you are live. So make sure the slider's all the way to the right.
Line drive to center field. And that's into the
Yeah.
field for a 1-out hit. And that'll plate their second
Oh,
run of
they
the game as
fucked
they
up.
take a 2-0 lead.
They fucked up.
The tag, and they got him as he couldn't get back to second.
So there was a problem there with the base running.
And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try.
So let's try and analyze what happened here. He lines one. It's sharply hit. I mean, it didn't look to me like it was going to be caught, and it's not. But anyway, I'm advancing the runners. Alonso is scoring. But what happened here? Like, we already have Conforto and Mcneil, and they're practically on top of each other. So what happened? Well, on contact, Mcneil is just running on contact. He's pretty confident it's not going to be caught, and he's right. But Conforto is thinking he should tag. Now he sees, okay, that's a hit. So now he starts running, and he advances. Now Mcneil, he should have held up there. But McNeil keeps running. Why? So Conforto just stands in there, and now we have 2 base runners on the same base. So what happens? Conforto says, "Well, I better run then." Yep, but it's gonna be the ball's at the plate now. It's just a comedy of errors. Now I've got Matz up.
Into the box now, Steven Matz.
Hey!
Line to the right side. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
Okay. First hit of the
Boy, that's
year.
a tough one right
I'll
there.
take it. I needed
Pitcher,
that.
You're facing the
Look at him
opposing
getting
pitcher,
cocky.
and you give up a 2-out RBI.
I got to believe he's contemplating retirement. A 2-out knock given up to the opposing pitcher.
Listen, as a pitcher, you hate to give up
Hey,
base
nice
hits,
hitting.
but you
Went the
doubly
opposite
hate
way.
to give up base hits to the
Still,
opposing pitcher.
still in it.
Standing in now, Ahmed Rosario, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. 1-0 pitch on the way.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take
on
it.
the ropes
3
here
runs,
in the 4th
5
inning.
hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider. Action now in that Pirate bullpen as a left-hander starts to heat up down there. Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. Ready with the 1 and 2. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired.
Okay, you know, made a big mistake there, but very happy
hits,
with that
no errors,
2-out
and a couple of men
RBI
left.
single
We
by
played
Matz.
4 full.
So.
It's the Mets 3 and the Pirates nothing.
Decent lead. It's not enough. We need to score some more.
Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Well, Matt, I talked with Pittsburgh's manager during the inning break about the Pirates' offensive production to this point. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Thank you, Heidi. The wind-up and the 0-1. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
All right.
So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that'll bring up Colin Moran. Seared down the first baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. And the Pirates are in the hit column.
Nothing fires me up more than watching a hitter take what a pitcher gives him. Pitches away, batter's able to keep his hands inside, not try and do too much, and just force feed a single.
And next to the plate will be JT Riddle as he rips it on the ground to second. And that's through for a hit.
Hey, you know what? Right there, he executed a pitch. He can't
Settle
worry
down.
about
Settle
where
down,
it's going.
Matz.
He just wants to put it on the ground right there, give his defense a chance to work, and it found the hole, period, the end.
And that misses ball 1. First and second now, 1 man out. And a strike to even the count, 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2, 2-1. Two balls and 2 strikes the count to the Pirates catcher.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Liner towards second.
Shit.
And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with one away.
Boy, there's a base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Stepping in now, Gerard Dyson. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
And he looks at a curveball that falls in, 1-1. Snap throw to third. Not in time.
That was an accident, I think.
All even at 2-2. Bases are loaded with only one out. There's a shin-high
Come on, man.
slider
Come
laid off
on.
the ball.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
And this will be fouled away. Payoff pitch one more time. Snap throw from the catcher.
And this inning is a perfect example of how quickly fortunes can change in this game. He was cruising along, hardly any trouble at all. Now he walks in a run and is still in the middle of a bases-loaded mess. He's got some work to do to limit the damage.
Good hard sinker that time. He's in control, 0-2. And he fouls this one off. Bases are loaded here, one man out. Line to the left. That's in there, base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate. Now a good throw comes into the infield, so that'll force the second runner to hold on over at third base.
Oh, see, it's what's going on here?
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third.
Get out of there!
Tagged out at the plate, so it remains a one-run deficit here as the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on.
That was a
Last
shitty
half
inning.
Of the 5th coming up. It's the Mets 3 and the Pirates 2.
God damn.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in the outfielder, Brandon Nimmo. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball one.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
3-0 now.
Well, knowing the threat this guy poses,
Yeah, I
if he
started
gets
that
on
inning
base, I think the next pitch
pitching a
should be a challenge
perfect
pitch.
game.
You don't want to give guys
Look how it
who run
ended.
a free chance to cause havoc
All of a
out
sudden,
there,
I couldn't get him out.
especially the leadoff guy.
Ruled a strike on the outside corner. 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Hit hard back up the middle. A diving effort as it's off his glove. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Here's the first pitch to him. Line toward the gap in left center. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on.
mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the back.
That was a laser to left field.
Right now, they're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. So here's Pete Alonso as he'll send a ground ball.
Hey!
And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by him, a base hit. And
That drives in a run.
Second, it's
4-2.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard.
Yeah, Archer's
Killing
throwing
him
some
softly,
fat pitches now,
station to
hitting him
station
hard.
with those knocks.
Stephen Brault comes on
Ah.
now in an awfully difficult situation.
Pirates
as there
manager
are 2
noticed
on
that
here with
also.
Nobody out.
Stephen Brault 3-0, 3.86. Left-hand pitcher, and he's
Into
into
the
face
box, Michael Conforto.
Conforto.
As the changeup to him drops in there.
He'll
for
have
the
to
first
face
strike.
at
He's
least 3
working
batters
on 1
here.
for 2 games so far.
So he'll be facing at least Conforto, Ramos, and Mcneil.
The 0-1. Pulled toward right center field.
Pop out, fly out.
Reynolds is under it to make the play on the first out. So runners at first and second here with 1 away. And next is the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He's set. Here it comes. Looked like that one tied him up a bit. A swing and a miss. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2. Too high, 1-2.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone. 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
The 1-2. Shot
Yeah!
center. And that's in there. Base hit. Cespedes rounds the corner and is headed home. He'll score easily as they extend their lead to 3. Throw won't get him. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Okay, let's pile some more on here.
In now, Jeff Mcneil. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. In comes the left fielder. He gets there, and that's the second out. And he's not even going to consider it here as he holds tight at third with 2 away now.
Got a little too anxious or antsy there.
2 away, and into bat next will be J.D. Davis. Now time granted here at the plate as he'll step out of the box.
Wait for our pitch. He's probably going to pitch around me.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Well, maybe not.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
Ready with the 1-0. It's 1-2.
Count is 1 and 2.
And now maybe a mind game or 2 going on down there as he steps out a second time in the AB. Second and third, 2 away. And you wonder if he's trying to get in his head out there as he steps out for a 3rd time now. just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. And he'll step out for a fourth time here. And now be careful, because I don't know many pitchers who care for these type of shenanigans.
Who cares?
That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Here's the payoff pitch. And he takes
Ball four.
So
good
now
at bat.
They're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away.
That's a nice job to work that walk right there. Even if it doesn't lead to anything on the scoreboard this inning, it prevents the pitcher from having to lead off in the next one. Just one of those small things that might.
Okay, so should I pinch hit? Matz has already thrown 5 innings. He's in line for the win. He got a hit earlier, but you know, that's a kind of a fluke. His pitch count is low. You think I should pinch hit? What do you guys think? Remember, it's a left-hand pitcher on the mound. So most of my, my typical go-to pinch hitters, Cano and Smith, are both left-hand swinging. And I also have the switch hitting Lowry and the right-hand hitting Nunez and Marisnik. And, Nito, but I'm not going to use him. Wants Marisnik. Alright, here we go.
Go unnoticed, but in the end, make a big difference.
Jake Marisnik called on as a pinch hitter here in a big, big spot. He'll have the bases loaded with 2 out in the inning. Fastball in there for a called strike. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Marisnik is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. 2 out, bases loaded. High and wide, 2 balls and a strike. Marisnik, California-born ball player. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest.
Got a call there.
He wants to turn it up
got
a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
And now prior to the 3-1, time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. 3-1, here it is. And it's up to a 3-2 full count.
That wouldn't have been a good pitch to swing at. So that was just a good pitcher's pitch right there. Glad I took it.
And now in advance of a big 3-2 pitch, time is called at the plate as he'll press the reset button. Got him.
Oh!
Not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. This side is retired.
Oh. That sucked.
Brad Brock takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 29.
Brock 1-0, 2.7.
At the plate, Adam Frazier. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First delivery to him on the way.
That's the ball. Ball one, no strike.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Brian Reynolds will be next. Now the 3-2 pitch. Gets him looking around the letters. Ready for another shot now. Brian Reynolds. No hits to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The 1-0 delivery.
Inside, ball two.
5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Josh Bell the next to hit. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. A count of 1-1 to the Pirates' first baseman. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Now here it comes. This one's down to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Pirates, and the deficit remains 5-2. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and up next will be the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
The shortstop, Ahmed.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Now it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing in the Pittsburgh bullpen. Changeup stays outside, and he's behind 2-0. Strike called. 2-1.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
A 3-ball, 1-strike count to the Mets shortstop.
Well, that's ball 3, and the Mets right now would take a leadoff guy on any way they could get it.
Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
He's really struggled with his command in this game, no doubt about it. But to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. From the belt, kicks and deals. Nobody out, runner on first. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. Here's a look over to first. And he'll be back in standing up. Now the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. A runner at first with no outs here. Hit sharply on the ground. Newman brings it in. But they throw it away at second. Luckily for them, the left fielder retrieves this ball quickly.
Oh, this is kind of unforgivable for the second baseman. He tries to square himself to the throw to second and start the double play, and I'm not sure what happened next. Maybe his cleats got stuck, or maybe he just lost the grip, but the net result is E4 with 2 men on board.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them. Hey, 2 options if you're standing on the bump right now. Have to find a way to punch this guy's ticket or roll a double play.
Comes set and the 0-1. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. And this will bang up against the wall. 1 run scores. Here's a second runner around third. And they've got the runner hung up between first and second. Absolutely scorched.
What was
that
going
base
on
hit.
there?
Worthy
That
of
was a
some
double,
show
and
track
then
love, and
Cespedes
as you
ran
see
back
it,
to
it
first
came off
base.
the bat at 110 miles an hour.
It's my
That's
fault. I mean, I hit the
definitely
wrong button.
squaring a
But
ball
God
up.
damn it. He's like, nah, I want a single.
So now to
unbelievable.
the plate, Pete Alonso, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0.
That's just so stupid. I'm just curious how that was scored because I can't go back to that replay now. Yeah, I've still got issues with my base running, certainly.
For him thus far.
But whatever. Let's just hit a home run. It won't matter.
Chopped to third. Tough to get to. Right to him. There's one. And he's out on the tag. But 1 run is in to score on the play.
Right fielder, Conforto.
So striding forward now, Michael Conforto. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive.
Wilson throwing in the
2
pen.
out, nobody on. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
Not likely to see a 4th fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I'm going to eliminate the fastball. Throw his fastball.
High fly ball out to straightaway
it's just a fly ball.
Long run for the center fielder. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on just 1 lone hit, 1 error.
All right, whatever. Got a couple of runs. I'm happy with
7th inning
that.
ready to roll, and that'll give.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Yeah, these black ones, these black jerseys do look good. I think I'm going to get Brock to do 2 innings here, just because I had such a short outing for Matz. Yeah, I'm going to do it.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make him try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Here's the 0-2.
I got the count 1 and 2.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off-speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off-speed. And what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
In there for strike one, 0-1. And that one cut a little too much, a ball and a strike. The set and the 1-1 pitch.
Get the chainsaw out today, boys. If he's going to throw back-to-back cutters like that, we are going to have some guys getting some wood blown up in their hands.
And it's an even count of 2-2 to JT Riddle. Full count now.
Oh, his changeup sucks.
Count is full. Here's the pitch. Here's the two-seam fastball that bears in a bit too tight. It's
Come on,
ball
man.
4.
You had 2 strikes on him.
Into the box now, Jacob Stallings. Last time through was a base hit.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows
there's
he's been
another.
slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid
All right,
1 hit
come on,
in your
man.
entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Hey, there's a base hit right there. Now they...
Okay.
At the plate, Gerard Dyson. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Nimmo. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Jose Osuna will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 36, Jose Osuna.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Fastball just inside. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count.
All right.
Just has to be careful.
You know,
not to
you
get
had
too
1
aggressive.
job here, man.
Walk would be good here too.
And he lays off, ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Kevin Newman. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Do I not have anybody who can play outfield? So I used Conforto already. Can Nunez? Yeah, right field. Okay.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Dylan Betances will come on to pitch here, and he'll move into the number 5 spot in the lineup now on the double switch. Eduardo Nunez will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 12, Eduardo Nunez.
One moment here. Okay. Well, Betances in here in a big spot. Don't want to let them back in the game.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Nimmo is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Pirates leave them loaded. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Robbie Erlin gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Hey, I actually had some chocolate vodka today, and I didn't get sick. So, I don't know what it was.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the 7th. First offering on its way. And that's by him. It's 0-1. And it's 1-1. Hit down the third baseline.
Hey.
And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs.
Only a single with his speed.
You start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May and he's on fire.
Zero, he's been locked in from day one of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Jeff Mcneil is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. Lifted down the line and left.
Behind it.
And that will end up a foul ball. Here now the 2-2. Softly
hey, a little flare. All right.
In there, base hit.
I was jammed.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he didn't try and do too much. He took what the pitcher gave him, got the front foot down, and was able to fist.
You're right. It was brave going for the babka again, but I don't know. I figured I'd give it a shot.
To the plate now, J.D. Davis. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of...
They're doing it again. They're doing it again, these fuckers.
And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. And a relay to the plate. And the runner stuck in a pickle between third base and home.
This is so fucked up.
And he can't scramble back in time, and that is a costly out at third.
The right fielder, number 12.
I'm having trouble with... All right, so...
Stepping in.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. So he hits it. I know it's a double. I know it's at least a double. Could be a home run. I'm hitting. I know it. At this point, I'm hitting the advance button. But for some reason, Ramos is not advancing. He's just standing there. So now he starts. Look at this. This is just such a mess. Now see what I need to do at this point was individually select the base runners. But you know, there's not a lot of time to do that. I need to get better at it. That's what it comes down to. It's just weird that kind of play has happened twice to me in the same game. I don't know. Oh, you know why? It's because it must have to do with Ramos's speed. He's so slow that he's very cautious on the base paths. But it just Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, man. Anyway, got second and third, and here's
First pitch of the at-bat.
Nunez.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Popped him up. Riddle has a play. 2 down.
Frustrating. I want to get these runs in.
Now back to the top of the lineup.
So here's Rosario.
He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Let's get these runs in.
On the ground to
God
third.
damn it.
On the first, and
really lousy.
come up empty here.
Very poor. Alright, so now I'd like Betances to pitch an inning without giving up a home run. Because he's been not so good lately.
But that gets the zone for a strike.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this
I
one
miss the
if he can keep
Betances
the
of
ball
old, where I
around
could
the
just
knees like that.
put him in there and get, you know, strike out the side.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
But they've been getting to him lately. Oh my God, he almost hit him.
But that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Betances is ready. Here's the pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Nimmo
what
is
the
there,
fuck
and
was
he
that?
has it for the first out.
Now batting.
Look at Nimmo showboating over there. It's my fault. I guess I didn't move him all the way into the circle. I guess I thought he was close enough, but okay, lesson learned. Look at this. Jesus.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball, that pitch is out.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Betances, originally from New York State, he was an 8th-round selection during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
The 1-2.
Too high. Ball.
Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
Nice play by Nunez.
Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup batter, Josh Bell. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. In there, no balls and a strike. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
I try and tell people all the time, you're facing 90 to 92, 94. You can still see seams. It starts getting above 94. It starts to blur itself a little bit. You start pitching where this guy's at, you're seeing nothing. You're seeing vapor.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Pirates. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And next it'll be the outfielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Nimmo.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Hit out towards second. Newman's got it. And there's 1 away.
Now batting. Left fielder.
Yoenis Cespedes striding in
2
next.
singles. One of them should be a
Single
double.
homer run in his
I
last
made that
time up.
mistake. I need to warm somebody up. Actually, no. I'll probably just use Wilson.
First pitch of the at-bat. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball one. 2-0.
No strike.
The pitch. In the dirt. It's 3-0 now. Pete Alonso waits on deck. Bases are empty, one man out. 3-1 to the Mets left fielder. Three and two, full count. Now the payoff pitch home. Cespedes takes ball four there, and he'll head down to first.
Good. Cespedes needs walks. His on-base percentage is pretty bad.
Pete Alonso. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least. So you know he wants to make up for it right here.
Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. And there's ball one. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
Fouled off.
Should have laid off. I think that would have been a ball.
Runner at first here, one man out.
That's a ball.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. And before the big 3-2 pitch, time is called at home plate. Now the payoff pitch home.
Yikes. Those 2-strike low pitches are tough for me. I'm glad I got a piece of it.
And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Jed Lowry will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first.
Lowry.
Called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. 2 out with a man at first. And now a pitch that's taken here by Lowry as that evens the count at 1-1. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
Ball
3-1 now. Wilson Ramos would be next if they can keep this inning alive. The 3-1 pitch. And he lays off. Ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
The catcher, number 40.
Richard Rodriguez trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Now pitching for
Wilson Ramos will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. From the belt, the pitch, and that's taken for strike 1.
0-1.
His face, I missed it. What was it? Or what happened?
0-1, here it comes.
Ball 1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
This one's down to third. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. 2 left for Justin Wilson comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
One, two, three, please. Oh, he smirked. I'll have to look at the replay or the upload.
Now at the plate, Colin Moran. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Wilson has seen his role change with those one-batter lefty specialists going the way of the dodo as a part of MLB's pace of play initiatives. Now a fastball here slashed the other way over the third baseman's head. A fair ball.
Pick it up! He hasn't picked it up!
Second here with nobody out.
Was it wedged underneath the wall?
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Look at this. Okay.
Into the box now, JT Riddle. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside.
He's not giving me the highest strike here.
Zone.
2 balls and a strike now. Fouled away. The 2-2.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Okay.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Jacob Stallings will be the next hitter. So far 2 for 3 in this one. And it's fouled away. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
Now, after back-to-back strikeouts, he's got a real good chance of making that leadoff double pretty much meaningless. He's made some good pitches, and these hitters have really failed driving him in or at least getting him over.
Into the box, Gerard Dyson, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Cut fastball there as he manages to just foul this one away. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Swing.
Put it in the book.
Struck him out, and that'll do it here. The ball game is over.
It's always nice to take the opener before game set when you're home. That sets the stage for the rest of the series, and it gives you a good springboard the rest of the way.
And this evening's ends.
What an inning by
7-2
Wilson. I was
finish.
a little worried
New
there
York
with that
led
leadoff
this
double.
game from the third inning on and never wavered. Steven Matz with his 4th win this season. Chris Archer was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
The final line score for our ball game.
All right,
For the
let's take a
victorious
look
New York
at
Mets. 7 runs on 13
the
hits.
highlights here.
They left 11 men on base. For the Pirates, 2 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 17 minutes. Tonight's plate attendance at Citi Field.
This was way back in the 3rd inning.
The Mets thank you for your continued support.
Oh yeah, Matz with the RBI single. I'm happy with the win, but I made a lot of base running mistakes in this one. I feel like I should have scored more runs than I did. Oh yeah, this is when Conforto protected the lead, protected Matt's victory, nailed him at the plate to end the 5th inning. Ended up being a key play. And the music's over. Yeah, Ramos with the double. This was the double that we went back to first base. It ended up being a single. So yeah, I'm making some mistakes with the base running, obviously. But yeah, Wilson. So struck out Dyson. He's pretty happy. There you go. Matz with the win. Archer with the loss. And you know, kind of things fell apart for Matz very quickly. I mean, he had a perfect game going into the 5th inning, as much as you can call it a perfect game. I mean, you know, it's still quite early to be thinking that, but he had a perfect game going into the 5th, and then he ends up just giving up hit after hit after hit, along with a walk, and inning ends with a play at the plate. Let's take a look. Cespedes had 2 hits, Alonso with 2 hits, Ramos with 2 hits, Davis with 2 hits. So bats showed some life. No home runs. Matz with the win. He's 4-3. Brock with the hold. Betances with the hold. Wilson comes in. Not a save opportunity, but he strikes out the side. Here's the Pirates box score. Archer goes to 3 and 5. Yeah, okay. Let's take a look at our next pitching matchup. Next one is Rick Porcello versus Trevor Williams. Let's go ahead and advance the day here. And there's our matchup for tomorrow's game. It's another night game, 7 p.m. Eastern.
Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Looking first at the NL East, the New York Mets totaled 13 hits as a team as they sank the visiting Buccos 7-2. The Colorado Rockies knocked out 12 hits as a team as they took down the Fish in Miami 3-1.
One game closer.
The Phillies grabbed 13 hits in the game as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 11-4.
3 games
the
out of the
Washington
wild
Nationals
card.
got 12 hits in this one as they made it a laugher against the Diamondbacks 7-0. Jondal Gustave grabbed his second win of the year as the Giants took down the Braves 4-2. The Cincinnati Reds put together 10 total hits as they got the best of the Brewers at home 6-1. The Padres held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 4-0.
Tomorrow's game.
The Tampa Bay Rays racked up 11 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Orioles 6-5. Tim Anderson swung the bat well with 3 hits as the White Sox disposed of the Blue Jays 4-3. He is currently the triples leader in the American League. The Indians pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 4-1. The Royals launched 3 home runs as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 6-3. The A's combined to give up just 5 hits as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 4-3. The win was their 6th in a row. The Tigers totaled 13 hits as a team as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 7-6. Kevin Pillar was clutch at the plate with 3 RBIs, leading Boston to the win over the Rangers 4-3. The Astros hit 3 long balls as they defeated the visiting Yankees 8-4. That now makes 8 straight wins for the team. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball.